Okay.
All right, thank everybody for tuning in today. This is Thursday, April the 2nd, 2020, fiscal court meeting. We have Aaron here with the clerk that's going to do the recording. I would like to call the meeting to order. Aaron, do you mind to do the roll call?
Yes, sir. Ms. Blackwell?
Here.
Mr. Caldwell?
Here.
Mr. Kirkland?
Here.
Mr. Fogel?
Here.
Mr. Bishop?
Here.
All right, thank you, Aaron, I appreciate it. Folks, this has been a crazy week for all of us, and I appreciate you all being here in voice, because the governor has set some requirements, and we want to lead by example, and that's what we're doing here today. We got Amy's filming at Facebook Live, and we got everybody on teleconference, so we're following the protocols that the governor has set. And again, thank you all for all you do, and I know it's been a trying week for all of us. We're having a lot of issues throughout the community. I would like to take a moment of silence for those that have lost their loved ones here in Marion County this week. There's been several that we've lost, and again, just we're going to take a moment of silence for all of Marion County, please. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Again, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, and and had to do this. So just bear with us, public, and we're going to try to do the best we can with what we got, and we're keeping this as short and simple. And the main thing about this is we're trying to take care of the business and pay the bills, because they're still coming in. We're still here every day, and I also want to thank the staff here at the office. They've gone above and beyond as well, and I appreciate every single one of them, and appreciate what they do for me and the county. So I want to thank them. Going forward, let's just go ahead and get this going so we can move on with what we need to do. The first item on the agenda is consider approval of minutes of the previous meeting held Thursday, March 19th, 2020.
Motion to approve. Craig Bishop, second. March the 19th.
We got a motion by Ms. Blackwell and a second by Mr. Bishop.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
All right, thank you all. The second item on the agenda is kind of why we're here today. Consider approval of budget transfer of $50,000 to the detention center and $30,000 to EMS.
Larry Caldwell, motion to approve. Jackie Fogel, second.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
The next item on the agenda is department reports, and basically Keith's got a report in here that's saying there's a few things that he's been up to, been doing addressing as always. Solid waste for Keith. The detention center is running as usual. They're on total no visitors allowed lockdown, and nobody going out. So they're just there taking care of business. EMS, Robbie said their runs are about as normal, and everybody's using the proper PPEs and staying safe as possible. Emergency management, Laurie Heckle was actually at a meeting in Frankfurt today. Hopefully we'll know more about some PPEs that we might be available for in the next few days. The animal shelter is closed to the public, but they're still there cleaning and feeding the dogs and animals. And the Career Center, they're still mainly focused on unemployment insurance right now. So everybody, all the departments in Marion County, every one of them's up and running. I want to thank all the departments for what they're doing during this stressful time. So again, everybody seems to be stepping up and doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I really do appreciate them.
Jimmy got enough help to proceed with the garbage pickup and everything, I suppose.
We have actually talked to what is it, Bellflex, and we have gotten a couple more Bellflex employees, and I appreciate Bellflex for stepping up and helping us. They've got us somebody pretty quickly, so we
Yes.
appreciate what they're doing for us as well, and so far they're doing an excellent job. So
Great.
yeah, that's working out real well. So that's a good question. Anybody else got any comments?
Well, have you had anything about the hand sanitizer you all got today?
No, I was going to do that here when I get towards the end a little bit. We did get. I actually had a call from Nelson County today. A gentleman I know that works over there, and they had a surplus of hand sanitizer, and Sheriff Clements sent a van over today and picked up a load of hand sanitizer. So we will be taking and we'll be handing that out tomorrow to healthcare providers and doctors' offices and things of that nature. So we do appreciate Jim Beam Santori for all the hand sanitizer, and actually we're going to pick up some more from Maker's Mark tomorrow. So
Wow.
we're getting some response there, so we really do appreciate it. We've had a lot of industries that have donated a lot of PPEs, and again, we appreciate what they're doing. TG Kentucky's has done a lot for us, and FTS and Komatsu and Hendrickson and several of these industries have stepped up and really is helping us. So, and we're getting a lot of calls for these things. So if anybody has any extra, we sure would appreciate letting us know, and we'll come pick them up and get them in the right hands. The next item on the agenda is the old business and new business, and under the new business, I got a consider approval to use Bellflex to hire a temporary position at the Judicial Center. The person must have electrical, HVAC, and plumbing experience along with qualifications. And this position will also include some janitorial work. Starting pay will be $17 per hour to Bellflex. So I just need approval to do that till we figure out how we're going to fill that position.
Is this gonna be like a part-time starting out?
We've got full-time starting out just to see how it goes, and we're going to talk about that later, but the Bellflex employee will be full-time starting out.
Motion to approve the use of Bellflex to hire a temporary employee. This is Larry Caldwell.
Jimmy Blackwell, second.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
All right, thank you all very much. Like I say, I did contact Bellflex yesterday, and they are working on getting me somebody up here to do that job. I got Stanley working on a job description, so we'll try to get somebody over there and get that taken care of. The second item under new business would be consider approval to allow Magistrate Bishop to use $500 of his funds to help the city of Raywick with the mowing season. They're going to hire somebody to do their mowing, and I think they found somebody to do that until we see what's going to happen with that. So that's what Craig has decided to do there, and I think it's a good idea.
This is Larry Caldwell. Motion to approve Mr. Bishop $500 funds for help the city of Raywick. This is Jackie Fogel. I'll second the motion.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
thank you all. The third item would be to consider approval to allow Magistrate Kirkland to use $3,200 of his funds and myself, $1,800 of my funds to purchase a new mower at Tractor Supply for the city of Bradfordsville to help out with their mowing. You know, we've all are facing the same situations in these small communities that, you know, our jail has provided a lot of services over the years, and they've kind of depended upon it, and now it's been taken away. To nobody's fault, but it is what it is, and we got to move on and take care of our properties and help these communities take care of their properties. So that's what that's about. I need a motion to do so.
This is Jack Cole, motion to approve.
Larry Caldwell, second the motion.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
All right, thank you all. The third item on the agenda for the old new business is consider approval to allocate previously budgeted $15,000 to community action for the food bank. With all the food that's going on right now and being given out, Hal has called and asked that we go ahead and allocate these funds. And these funds are funds that are spent in Marion County. And again, this is to help with the food drive and the food bank that's going on right now in Marion County. So I think it's a great time to go ahead and allocate those funds. Like you say, we do budget that every year.
This is Jack Fogel, motion to approve the funding. Craig Bishop, second.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
This is Larry Caldwell. I talked to Mr. Good this afternoon, and he said their senior meals are back on schedule, and they're getting that program up and going. So if anybody has any issues with the senior meals, just give them a call, and they've got that back going again.
Okay, thank you, Larry. Yeah, Hal said he talked to you earlier today. I think anybody else have anything else?
No, I'm good.
We need to pay our bills.
Motion to pay the bills. Magistrate Bishop.
Larry Caldwell, second.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
All right. Does anybody else have anything?
No.
Well, I'm gonna say it one more time. Everybody needs to social distance and stay home unless an emergency or otherwise. That's what we need to do in Marion County to be better than everybody else. I preach it every day, and I think it will work if we will do it. So again, tell your fellow people in your communities and areas that you all are the magistrates over to, not congregate and not party or anything, any kind of parties, anything of that nature. I know Sheriff Clements is in there. He gets calls all the time where some people aren't understanding. I don't think it'd be out of the way for you guys to, if you see anything like that going on, to pull in and say, hey, but this time we don't need to be doing this. And I think you probably gain more respect than you would not respect. So anything y'all can do to help prevent this, I would definitely appreciate it. And again, it's just an unusual time that we're in right now. So sometimes you got to be a little stern, a little harsh, but we got to do our jobs, and hopefully we'll be better forward. So I thank you all for what you all do. I really do. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
We need a motion to adjourn.
This is Jack Fogel, motion to adjourn.
Judy Blackwell, second.
Ms. Blackwell? Mr. Caldwell,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland,
Yes.
Mr. Fogel,
Yes.
Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
All right, I think that's it. I think it worked pretty good. Everybody happy with it?
Yes. Great. Thanks, it worked fine.
We're gonna do it this.